Hello, folks. This is Mr. Dan coming to you from the Landscape Design Classroom, and today I'm going to talk to you about an introduction to budgeting. So, what is budget? It's often used to mean placing a limit on what you can spend. In general, a budget is an estimate of expected costs and returns for a specified time period into the future, usually about a year. In business, a budget is a tool used in planning and making decisions for the future. So we're going to look at some different types here. Used on farms and other businesses, we have an operating budget. This covers all expected income and expenses for a family, a farm, or a business for 1 year. An enterprise budget covers only income and costs associated with a single enterprise, corn crop or hog enterprise. You could talk about a lot of different single enterprise. You could talk about a hardscape only business or a tree farm. So there's a lot of different things we can look at. I know a lot of stuff we talk about is from farming, but agriculture and horticulture go hand in hand. A partial budget, which covers only the cost and income that will change as a result of a decision that is being considered. So you can have shoot off from your budget called a partial budget, where you can set money aside and kind of budget that money to see what you can do with it. And then cash flow budget is an estimate of cash to be received versus cash to be used to pay bills, make investments, and cover other needs. So why budget for your farm or business? For planning purposes, to help you make decisions, to provide benchmarks to keep your plan on track, and an enterprise budget for operating budget, costs and returns for a specific crop or livestock on a per acre or per unit basis. So if we're putting this in landscape terms, if you have a bedding perennial or tree farm or even a hardscape business, you want to make sure that you are getting your costs and returns for each one of those individual products or even the product as a whole. So used to determine operating budget. And then your operating budget is the income and expenses for an entire farm or business. It includes enterprise budgets and other income and expenses. So the three major sections of a budget: revenue from all sources, expenses, which can be variable, linked to production, or fixed, which occur regardless of production. Income, the sale of goods less the cost. And some examples of variable and fixed expenses. Some variable expenses are seed, fuel, chemicals, feed, veterinary expenses. And some fixed expenses are going to be the taxes on the land you own, depreciation of that land, depreciation of your vehicles. There's not really a lot of things that can depreciate in value. Interest on land and equipment that you may have a loan out on, or that may gain value over time. So some things are going to depreciate, some things are going to go up in value. So conservative budgets are usually the best. Objectives that should be based on estimates that the operator has a good reason to believe can be achieved. So if you budget conservatively and you make profit over top of that, then that's great. But if you budget pretty liberally, and you don't make that, then it kind of looks bad on your budget for the year and may go into some future debt. So budgeting revenue too high or expenses too low will result in failure. It is better to exceed objectives than to fall short. Like I said, budget conservatively, and you'll most likely see better. You might actually see better profit over time, and then you can revisit your budget anytime and make addendums to it. So this one was short and sweet, but that is the end of my presentation. If you have any questions at all, please give me a call down here in Landscape Design Classroom or hit me up on Canvas and I can answer your questions there. But thanks for listening, folks, and have a great day.